How you doing, young people? How are you doing? Listening to Vivaldi. I think this is summer, but it's so slow. It might be winter too, but maybe it's summer because the heat is coming down and it's going slow. It's Vivaldi's Summer. 296 years ago. He lived 296 years ago. Today we are doing 1.5 solving inequalities. 4 is solve a linear inequality. 4 is solve a linear inequality. It's late at night. I'm tired. I hope I give you enough screen time. Let me show you it on the paper first. That's what we're going to be doing. I don't know how focused that is. It doesn't look too focused. We'll do those 3 problems though. We're going to solve for M. We're going to solve for M. Solve for M. Let me write it on the board. Here we go. 9 times M plus 1 minus 12 is greater than or equal to 6. 9 in parentheses. M plus 1, end of parentheses, minus 12 is greater than or equal to 6. Is greater than or equal to 6. Okay, that's what we're doing. When we see parentheses, it immediately means that's a group. We can't do anything with an M plus 1. It's just M plus 1. You cannot add a variable to a number. You cannot add a variable to a number. You just keep it. It's a group. It's an M plus 1. But out of the parentheses is the 9. You can distribute that. You can distribute that. You can distribute that to the M. You can distribute that to the 1. You cannot distribute to the 12 because that's not in parentheses. The 9 is in front of the parentheses. You can only deal with what's in parentheses because the 9 is right there in front of it. You cannot distribute to the 12. You cannot distribute to the 6. I write arrows meaning it's the direction of which we are going. The 9 times the M is 9M. The 9 times the 1 is plus 9. Do I multiply the 9 times the 12? I cannot. So I just bring that down. It's minus 12, minus 12, minus 12. Is greater than or equal to 6. Let's read that mathematical sentence. 9M plus 9 minus 12 is greater than or equal to 6. What we're going to do now is collect like terms. Is there another M? No. Is there numbers? Yes. 9 minus 12. The difference of 9 minus 12 is a 3, but the greatest is the negative, so it's a negative 3. It's a negative 3. It's greater than 6. 9M minus 3 is greater than or equal to 6. Let's get to 3 on the other side. Let's get to 3 on the other side. Negative 3, that is. Negative 3. You do the opposite operation. What's the opposite operation of subtracting a 3? What's the opposite operation of subtracting a 3? Is adding a 3 to both sides. Is adding a 3 to both sides. To get rid of something, you always do the opposite operation. So you bring down the 9M. So I added the 3 to both sides. Bring down the 9M. 9M, 3's cancel out, is greater than or equal to 9. It's greater than or equal to 9. We're not done yet. Let's divide by 9. Divide by 9. Why? Because it's being 9 times M. 9 times M. Do the opposite operation, which is divide by 9. Divide by 9. The 9's cancel out. And 9 over 9 on this side is 1. So M is greater than or equal to 1. m is greater than or equal to 1. Okay. Why? Because 9m over 9 is m, just 1m. It's greater than or equal to. You don't change this because we didn't multiply or divide by anything negative. 9 over 9 is 1. Okay. There you go. M is greater than 1. Now let's just say I'm a skeptic. I don't believe you, Mr. Sherwin. What's greater than a 1? A 2. So 9. Let's put 2 in there. I'm just picking. I can pick 2, 3, anything greater than 1 or equal to 1. Okay, I picked a 2. 2 plus 1, and there's 3. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 minus 12 is 15. 15 is greater than or equal to 6. That is correct. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. M is greater than or equal to 1. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. And it is 6k. No, it's not 6k. It's not 6k. It's 6 in parentheses k plus 10. 6 in parentheses k plus 10 is less than or equal to 18. Is less than or equal to 18. What do we do? The first thing is we distribute the 6 to the k. Distribute, so 6 times k is 6k. 6 times 10 is 60. Is less than or equal to 18. 6k plus 60 is less than or equal to 16. How do we get a 60? 6 times 10. How do we get a k? 6 times k is 6k. Can I distribute the 618? Absolutely not. It would have to be on this side, and it would have to be in the parentheses, but it is not. So I cannot distribute it. You only distribute the number to what is in the parentheses right behind it. Okay, let's do the opposite operation. It's plus 60, so the opposite operation of plus 60 is minus 60, is minus 60. Bring down the 6k, and then 60 minus 60 is 0, and then it's less than or equal to. All right, what's the difference between a 60 and an 18? Is a 42, but the greater is the negative. The greater is the negative, so it's negative 42. You don't change signs because you didn't multiply or divide anything. But we got to get rid of that 6 on the k. So divide both sides by 6. It's 6 times k, so you divide the opposite operation. And its k is less than or equal to negative 42 divided by 6 is negative 7. And here's your answer. Okay. There you go, some FaceTime. Some FaceTime. The next problem is truly an Algebra 2 problem. Welcome to Algebra 2 here. This is an Algebra 2 problem. It's negative 15c plus 11 all over 3 is less than or equal to 4. You might say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's break it down, though. This is being divided by 3. You do the opposite operation of dividing by 3. You multiply by 3. You multiply by 3. But when you do to one side, you do to the other. You do to everything involved because you got to get rid of that 3. It's 3 over 1. Those cancel out. 3 over 1. Those cancel out because 3 over 3 is 1. And what's 4 times 3? 12. So we got negative 15c plus 11. You might think, well, what's going on there? Negative 15c. We just keep the top, the bottom one away. Negative 15c plus 11 is less than or equal to 12. Is less than or equal to 12. There's a plus 11. You just subtract both sides by what? 11, because it was a plus 11, a plus 11. So you do the opposite operation, which is subtract the 11. Negative 15c is less than or equal to 1. Negative 15c is less than or equal to 1. This is the first time you might see this. We are dividing by a negative number, which is going to change. We'll flip the signs. We'll flip the signs. The negative number is negative 15. Divide both sides by negative 15. Negative 15. Okay, and it flips the sign. C now is greater than or equal to negative 1 over 15. C is greater than or equal to negative 1 over 15. If we didn't flip it, it would be C is greater than or equal to, is less than or equal to negative 1 over 15. But since we did divide by a negative number, we flip the sign. C is greater than or equal to negative 1 over 15. All right. We will probably pick up on that tomorrow. We will do more of those if you have them. Above the 70 level, you might get 1 or 2 of those. We'll do it right on the board. We got 2 periods to do it. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. Algebra 2 young people. Let's hear Vivaldi. I don't know if I want to hear Summer because that was a little slow. It's always exciting. Well, let's go back to spring. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's see. See? Dun 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 dun. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. You're awesome. You're awesome. You're awesome. And God bless America. God bless you. Bye.